Cosmonauts. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done an update, and Christmas happened, New Year's happened, so let's get started with it. So I guess this is a Slab City update, but unfortunately, none of my Christmas stuff actually happened in Slab City. As I had mentioned before, was making that camper trailer or truck camper shell for a friend of mine, and that we got into a fight, and unfortunately, like, we hadn't been talking, and I was trying to get somebody can't be out of sight, out of mind if they are never out of sight. And so I decided that I would remove myself from that situation and went and stayed with a friend in Yuma for a while. And part of my thinking was I would go out there and I would have access to electricity 24/7, and start doing watching some videos and doing some research on crowdfunding, because in the near future I'm going to start a crowdfunding campaign for a bus that I want to build, and because unfortunately I wasn't able to actually go back out and work this year in the fall like I was hoping to, so I'm going to do a crowdfunding thing. So I thought, oh, I'll go there, I'll have access to power, whatever. Well, yeah, while all that stuff is true, I also was going to stay with a mama and her kids. And yeah, the kids didn't really allow for as much being able to sit and do the stuff that I wanted to do. But had fun nonetheless. Didn't actually get done some of the studying that I wanted to get done. We did get a whole bunch of stuff to do tie-dyes, and this is actually one of the first tie-dye shirts that I've ever made. And also you'll see another one of my creations a little bit later in this video. And again, I brought up the crowdfunding, and I think I'm going to start making tie-dyes as a way to raise some capital for that bus. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. Would you buy tie-dye from me? Yeah, let me know. Anyways, guys, got a couple of packages at the post office today, so we're gonna go ahead and open them. The first one is from Joshua Tree Jim, and I kind of already know that there is something in here, and I'm going to point this out for Jim so that if he mails them again, that he realizes that maybe he should put a little something along the edges so that they don't tear. And with that, I will use it as a letter opener. And yes, it is a Liberty dollar. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And it is a Christmas card. Thank you very much, Joshua, or Joshua Tree Jim. Might as well throw the whole thing in there, not just Joshua Tree, like the whole town sending me shit. And then there's this package. And I believe this came from Rachel. And wow. Oh, yeah. Heavy duty kilt. Fuck yeah. Pockets and shit like that. Yeah. So Rachel, you lied to me. You said these were going to be pants. But I will probably get a lot more out of this than I will the pants. So thank you very much. Anyways, that's another mailbag. Peace, love, and all that Hippie jazz. So that was kind of the Christmas thing. Came back New Year's weekend. Had some friends come down who were actually playing the range for New Year's. It's not typical sign up, you get to play automatically sort of thing on New Year's. I mean, it's Bill's house. He gets to pick who he wants to play. So he had Buck and the Buck and Nuts come down and play. So got to kick it with those guys for a while they were here. Had been all kinds of ranges lately because there was the Friday night range and then there was, or not Friday night, the normal Saturday range. Then there was the New Year's Eve range. On Thursday there was another range where this lady came out and played the harp. It was pretty badass. I got a little bit of video of that as well. And then, yeah, just range. So it was a pretty good time. Did do some, New Year's Eve was kind of interesting because it kind of like really seemed broken up into three major parts. The first part of the evening and later part of the day, there was a lot of like, hey, I watch your videos, I appreciate what you do, blah blah blah, things like that. And even like a couple of people were like, I know you're probably sick of hearing this, but it was kind of very interesting to have so many people come up to me and say that. And like the girl that I went to go kick it with, you know, pointed out, you know, I do live a pretty blessed life. I have good friends. You know, people treat me well. People don't really screw with me. So yeah, it was very kind of, that part of the day was kind of surreal. And then a little while later into the evening, when people were starting to get into the groove of partying and stuff like that, it was really just kind of, you know, my tribe. I was hanging out with the people that, you know, come hang out on a regular basis, stay here.
Is that cause?
At which point I was like, you want to do acid? And passed out some acid to some friends of mine, and yeah, ended up laughing so much that night that I would start to cramp up from laughing, which was more funny. And yeah, we had a real good New Year's out here. Definitely a lot better than the year before with all the rain and stuff like that. And then, yeah. But on New Year's Eve, I decided, you know, kind of need to bite the bullet and go apologize to a friend. And while I was definitely hurt by her, I overreacted, and a lot of that was because of empathy, or being an empath and dealing with other people's shit. And just, you know, felt that I do at least owe her an apology. And, like, I really wasn't expecting, you know, miracles and for her to come hang out every day all the time again. But, like, I was kind of hoping the mean mugs at the range would end. But, yeah, that didn't happen. Which, you know, I've known her for a long time, and I've seen her forgive people for a lot more with a lot less. So I must have hurt her pretty bad, and I do feel kind of shitty about that. Because, yeah, she was one of my favorite people. But I guess that's kind of where the cookie crumbles, and, you know, what really kind of, with the people you know, coming up saying they watch my videos and hey, appreciate it, stuff like that. I guess. And I actually had another dude write me an email because I forget what I said. Oh, I think I asked in one of my videos, I asked what's wrong with you people, and that he felt I was selling myself short, blah blah blah. And like I do it in a joking manner, but also not understanding that, you know, maybe this shit does actually mean something to some people, or even the amount of time that people spend in my life, because it's fairly short term. Like I don't really feel like there's super huge connections often made through travelers, like tight ones, because there's often no goodbyes. They just dip out, this, that, the other thing. So I guess a lot of times I think whenever I make contact with anybody, it's really, you know, just nothing, just a little tidbit in their life. And maybe that's not the case. Maybe that's not the case. Anyways, I think that's enough rambling for now. I got some videos for you to watch. Anyways, peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.
If folks want to get closer, you can.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, guys. Come on, guys.
If you gotta get naked, it's cold. Yes, everybody. Tonight we are embracing.
Alright. Yeah, my name's Bailey. I live in Tucson right now. I'm from Oklahoma. And this project's called Sunraya, and I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for listening.
Hell yeah!
I studied voice, and I took lessons for harp, but I didn't study harp.
Okay.
Yes, I studied harp. I didn't major in harp. That's the way to say it. I don't have a degree or anything in harp, but I did study for a very long time. I still do.
Thanks for coming home.
Right?
You're always learning. Oh, I see how it is. Right? Never stop learning.
I told you. You're right. You're right. I'm very particular.
I am listening deeply for you in the cracks and crevices of this room. Your daily tasks and quiet breaths.
Send Carl some money on PayPal so he can buy himself something to eat. Then he won't have to sell his body to Albanian men on the street. Where broke hippies living out in the desert, no money and no shoes. And he may smoke the marijuana, but at least he won't spend it on booze. If you enjoy Kaz's videos with their off-the-grid DIY vibe, send Kaz some money on PayPal, or like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Bam! Nailed it.
Is that cause? be the third row sometimes.
One thing for sure, I ain't alone in the night, guys, and I'm each and every